Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob Connor here once again with another video, and today I'm going to be looking at an old classic that I used to watch from childhood back in the day. Obviously WWE No Holds Barred, starring Hulk Hogan. And well, we're not going to talk about the DVD because it's not a review or anything like this, because it's years old, but it's just a video that I thought I'd do because it's an old classic that I used to watch when I was younger, and it is an old classic obviously, so I thought I'd just talk a bit about it and talk about my history of watching it, and childhood memories of watching it when I was younger. But obviously this is a copy that I've got on DVD, which has been digitally remastered. I don't know if it's as good as the original or whether it's slightly different, but I used to actually have the original VHS, which I'm not too sure if I've still got or whether I gave away. I'm not too sure. I know I gave some or got rid of some old VHSs, but I think I've still got some. I'm not too sure if I've got this or whether I got rid of it. I'm not too sure. But I did have the original VHS. But this is obviously the and I just actually got this on DVD because, as I said, I had the VHS from years and years, and then I'm not sure if I've still got rid of it. But then I decided, because I wanted to watch it again for childhood memories, I decided to get it on DVD, and I only paid about £5 for it, which is not too bad for this DVD. I think it's sometimes a bit more than that, and I think it sells out. Ones I had in my basket sold out, and yeah, I managed to get this one for a £5, which is not £5, which is not too bad. So I grabbed that. As I said, I wanted to watch it again because I hadn't seen it in years, and it always helps me feel good and relax when I watch old movies that I used to watch when I was a kid. And I wanted to watch this again, so I hadn't seen it for quite a few years, so I wanted to watch it. So I decided to get it on DVD. And yeah, so I've got so many good memories from this. As I said, I used to have the VHS, which my granddad bought for me. Is sadly no longer with us, or with me, I should say, which is a shame. He passed away in about 1999, I think it was. So yeah, so I do miss him, and I'll think about him at times, because I used to watch a lot of films when I used to go to my nan and granddad's when I was younger, and have a lot of childhood good memories from that, when I used to go out there and watch a lot of films: James Bond, Police Academy, Die Hard, this as well. A lot of films I used to watch when I went to see them at the weekend, and have loads of good memories. And this was a film that my granddad bought me. He bought me the old VHS version. I can't remember how old I was, because it came out in '89, but I don't think I saw it in '89. It might have been a couple of years after, but I'm not too sure how old I was. I might have been 6 or 7, or it might have been, yeah, well, about that age. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, I saw it for the first time and I really liked it, and I saw it quite a few times after that actually, and really just enjoyed it. And it just brings back so many good memories, also happy memories, but you feel sad as well, because as I said, Granddad's no longer with me. So you think about the memories that you have. You're only young once, unfortunately. But as I say, I still have the memories, and this is one of the memories that I have of watching this, and it brings back happy memories of that. So I watched it once. I'm actually tempted to watch it again, because I haven't seen it for a while. I might do that, I'm not too sure. It depends if there's time, because there's not always time. But oh yeah, I'm really tempted to watch it again, because I just find it so relaxing watching films I used to watch when I was young, because it brings back so many happy memories, and it's so relaxing. And you think about the past. I always think about the past a lot. I don't just think about I don't really think about the future much, just the present and the past. I really like thinking about past and happy memories of childhood, you know. And as I said, yeah. And I just really, to be honest, I think it's a really good film. To be honest, I think it's one of the best ones that WWE have made, if not the best one. To be honest, you know, I know people actually give this a stick and say, I mean, I think it has gone to be a classic WWE DVD that people really recognise now. You know, especially with Hulk Hogan. You know, I think it was his first, or yeah, I think it was his first movie role. I think it was. I'm not too sure. But you know, one of his early roles. And to be honest, I know people say I don't really like it or whatever, but I actually genuinely think that it's actually a good produced film. You know, when I was watching it again the other day, I was thinking actually how good this movie actually is. You know, I mean, Hulk Hogan is, you know, obviously a legend, probably the greatest well-known superstar of all time. But as I said, in this, he's actually really, really good in this. His acting is really good. It might be a bit, moments where it's a bit too funny and seems a bit silly. But other than that, I think it's really, really good, to be honest. I think he's really good in it. And yeah, I think it's an all-round really good movie produced, to be honest. It's done really, really well. It's like a thriller, and it's sort of an action thriller, and it's actually quite good. It's a really good storyline about Hulk Hogan being Rip, but obviously the fictional character that he is in it. You know, about him being obviously a wrestler, and then this company wants him to work for them for a certain amount of money, but he refuses. And then the villain, I think his name Debrell or something. Yeah, he doesn't like that. He just wants Rip Hulk Hogan to work for his company for a certain amount of money, and Rip doesn't. And then Debrell just doesn't like that. He just doesn't accept the fact he just doesn't want to work for his company. And it don't matter how much money he's going to pay him, just doesn't want to work for his company. So he just totally refuses, but Debrell doesn't accept that. He wants to he wants to make Rip do exactly what he says, and he's you know he's just won't accept, you know, so he sends people after him to try and beat him up, and you know just doesn't accept it. And then he wants someone to win this Battle of the Tough Guys competition, and then Zeus comes along, played by Tiny Lister, who is an absolutely fantastic actor. Sadly, no longer with us, but he's a fantastic actor. Unfortunately, not so good of a wrestler when he comes to WWE. His wrestling wasn't very good, to be honest. However, his acting is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic actor, but just, to be honest, just a terrible, terrible wrestler. Obviously, his career as a wrestler didn't work, but, you know, a very, very good actor, and obviously, sadly, no longer with us. But, you know, he's an absolute legend. And in this, as a villain, I have to say he's absolutely fantastic in it. He plays a fantastic, brilliant villain, very well acted. And yeah, he plays the villain, you know, I'd say probably one of the best on-screen villains of all time, especially in the late 80s. It's just fantastic. He just comes across so brutal and absolutely unstoppable. He's like a killer, like an absolute maniac. He plays the role, and he plays the role fantastic as an absolute killer of a unstoppable madman that just goes absolutely crazy and just absolutely batters and beats people unconscious. Yeah, but it's just fantastic in this, absolutely fantastic. Shame he died, but yeah, it's brilliant. And as a villain against Rip, it's just fantastic. And yeah, I think it's just a generally all good produced movie. I like a lot of the scenes, and I like the story that's developed in it, and it's just a really good action thriller, to be honest. It's fantastic. I said I've seen it countless times. I could pretty much tell you every single thing that happens all the way through the movie, to be honest. But then we'd be it all day. Well, we'll be it for about an hour and a half, because that's an hour and a half film is. But yeah, it's just fantastic. I thought I'd talk about that anyway. Oh yeah, and the fight at the end between Rip and Hogan is actually really, really good. The no holds barred match. They're inside the ring, then they go outside the ring, and it goes back and forth, and then you think Hogan's been defeated, and you think Zeus has been defeated, and it goes really good, and it's a really good finish as well. It's really emotional and great finish, I think it is anyway. It always makes me feel emotional when Hulk Hogan when Rip, his character, makes a comeback. You really, really feel it, and you think, yes, 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 come, you know, he's going to do it and beat Zeus. You know, and when he finally defeats him, it's like, you know, he finally did it. You know, but it is a really good. I think it's a really good produced film, to be honest. Obviously produced by Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon. So yeah, I thought I'd talk about that anyway. So guys, I'm going to wrap this video up now. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys next video. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon.